Hi everyone, great to see you. Hope all's well where you are. Is everyone excited? Can't wait. So I'm just going to do a few technical things. I'm just having a look and seeing, am I centered in your view? Let's have a look. I seem to be off to one side, so let's have a little think about that. If it's this side you need to see more of, so you need me to do that. No, hang on. How's that? Mark will tell me in a minute. I assume everyone can hear all right. Yeah. Can everyone see? I can see both hands. So if I can see both hands, hopefully you can as well. I can also hear myself. And can we hear the piano? Play some nice chords with ninths in. Get us ready for a lovely afternoon. Maybe a major seventh or two. Marcus said I am centered. That's the first time for everything. Right. Let's double check we can hear. Yes, England. Good. Let's just check we can hear the recording all right. You can hear Anna. Can we hear that okay? Right. Let's double check we can hear the recording all right. I might make that just a tiny bit louder. I mustn't forget though, for the beauty, the self-isolation choir version, I will need to turn it down. Note to self, because it's quite loud. In a good way, but it's loud. Lots of lovely people here. All seems to be working. Good. I hope you've all got your refreshments. We'll need water before the performance. And of course, we're going to have a tea and cake afterwards. So I have a little bit of lemon drizzle cake as made by my daughter this morning. So that's here and that's fresh. It's got some cling film on it, ready to go. But this is lovely fresh lemon drizzle cake. I had to earn it, as do we all. We have some lovely singing to do between now and our cake break. I'm just going to get my scores ready. It is really amazing how, even though we are isolating and in our homes and our various dwellings and locations, I still have the feeling of it's a concert. We're going to perform. It's really exciting. Oh, great to see everybody. My goodness, lots of people online. Do consider please giving us a thumbs up if you like what we do on the channel. That all helps with the YouTube algorithm. Lets YouTube know that we are a channel that is putting out good stuff. Do subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the Summer School channel, it's worth doing. As we put up new material, whether that is a live broadcast like this, or whether it is a bit of extra content like John's videos, or the videos that Hannah from Fieri put up for us, there will be more. Obviously, in the coming weeks, you'll get a notification. You come straight here. So yeah, do consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And lots of people are agreeing with me, the pre-concert butterflies. Oh, Rosie has just said, I really didn't think you could surpass Messiah at home, but this has been quite fantastic. Genius. Thank you so much, Rosie. Oh, that is great. Thank you. Teresa, if the speech is repeating, well, first of all, some of that might be from when I was listening to myself on the phone. Hopefully that has stopped. If it is still happening, just please press refresh on the screen and we will hopefully that should sort it for you. So let's see, Moiric and Fiona are having sultana scones. Ooh, that sounds nice. Deb from Boston. Hi Deb. Well, it's great to see you. I think we've got a few people from Boston. I've said before, I was lucky enough to sing in Boston last year, and we were there over Halloween. And my children and I had we had the most amazing time in Boston. I'll see if I can find. There's one particular photo I have to share with you all. Just talking about Boston and Halloween. And Halloween in Boston was truly an incredible experience. Because I mean, we do Halloween over here in the UK, but I mean, Americans, you guys, you've got Halloween covered, and so we took our children to a particular area in Boston. I can't remember the name of it, but extraordinarily beautifully decorated area, part of Boston, and we walked around with hundreds, thousands of other people, and our kids were collecting candy in their buckets. And Bobby, who was 5 at the time, he walked 9 miles that day, because we had to go out and we sang around the city, and we came back and we went out trick-or-treating. And Katie would have happily walked all night. You know, her bag was filling up with candy bars. Bobby got quite tired. And let me just see if I can... Is this the right one? Is this the right one? Yes, it is. So I'll just share this with you. This is a little live video, and Bobby, by the end of the experience, had become really rather tired, didn't want to walk anymore. Kate was just saying, just one more door, Bobby, just one more door. And he was like, ugh. And in the end, I'll just have to share this. I don't know if you can see him, but I will just play it for you. No more sweeties, he said. It was time to go home. So, have you heard that? So, there you are. We finally found the limit. So we went home. Anyway, that's absolutely nothing to do with John Rutter. I just saw some lovely people from Boston. So there you are. How's everybody doing? Tom in Western Massachusetts. That's fantastic. Greetings to William from Upchurch in Kent. Ross has got oatmeal cookies ready for the end. Wonderful. Hello, Richard. I'm glad you like the barbershop versions. Those were rather special. Again, I can't think of another project that's put that together, where you can sing with whichever part, or sing whichever part you are, and sing against all the other versions. We're rather proud of that. Lots of people are saying, "Oh, bless him." Yeah, too cute. Poor Bobby. Well, we got back to the hotel, and we sort of emptied out all these sweets on the on the bed, and it was enormous. It was a mountain. We came back with our it all went in hand luggage, and yeah, it was quite a lot of candy. They had a nice time though. Helen's got no more sweeties. Yep, that's it. Hello, Inga from Dover, New Hampshire. Hello, Linda from Cardiff. Jennifer said, would love to see a world map showing where all the participants come from. I would love that as well. Maybe we can see if we can put something like that together at some point. Hello, Linda from California. Oh, fabulous. Toronto in the house. Hi, Angie. Toronto in the house. Hi, Jean. Jennifer from Nova Scotia. Oh, how wonderful. Carol singing live in Tucson, Arizona. Roz from Wigan. Julia has made millionaire shortbread. Oh, but she's eaten it all. You didn't bring enough to share, Julia. Oh, well, we'll be all right. Anna from Braga in Portugal. Hello. And there's scones in Lincolnshire. My goodness. Lots and lots of lovely people popping up. That is brilliant. Hello, Kim from Philadelphia. Doug and Mariana from Duck, North Carolina. Oh, how splendid. Christine is talking about a secondment of seconds. I like that. That's the collective noun for seconds, is it? Second sopranos, I assume. Cheers, everyone. Wow. Well, everyone is clearly very excited, and why wouldn't you be? We've worked really hard this week, and you've earned this afternoon, everybody. I can't wait to share with you the complete set of Fieri recordings, and of course your version of For the Beauty of the Earth. And I was just spooling everything up, running through, just checking everything was sounding okay, and I listened to the first few moments, the first 30 seconds of For the Beauty of the Earth, and yeah, got a bit emotional, and it's going to be interesting trying to keep it together whilst you listen to it. Just memories of Messiah at home at that point, and that Friday night rehearsal where I shared with everybody the the symphony, the overture, if you like, to Messiah, and it was the first time we'd all heard the orchestra play. And yeah, I was a mess. Can't promise I won't do the same this afternoon, everybody. Oh dear. Carol is feeling smug that that secondment of seconds was her suggestion. Well, quite right too. You can feel smug. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Fabulous. Moira is saying, greetings from sunny Aberdeen. A wee flute scorn awaits after some fun singing. Fantastic. Hi, Nick. Oh, great to see you. What time is it over there, Nick? It must be really late. Or really early. Well, bless you for being here. Wow. I was going to say, you're not completely prepared for it. Well, in terms of... And we've said we are going to redo the schedule. And so bases you'll get some singing earlier in the week rather than having to wait for Thursday and then not feeling prepared. So thank you for the feedback. We have listened, we have learnt, and so bases will get some teaching earlier in the week next time. You won't have to wait to the last minute, which I think is only fair. Sorry about that this time, bases. Hope you enjoyed it anyway. Right, well, I'm just going to check. I've realised I haven't put my phone on silent. Can we all make sure our phones are on silent, please? Okay. So, everybody, a very good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me today for the final session in week 1 of the Self-Isolation Choir Summer School 2020. We have had the most fantastic week. It's been really exciting and really wonderful teaching the music of the British composer John Rutter. And those of you that have been with us all week, well, we have learned the 7 pieces over the course of 4 really quite intensive days. A total of 12 hours of teaching across all 4 parts, and opportunities to sing every note from a bottom E if you're a second bass, right the way up to a top G sharp, top A flat if you are a soprano, and every note in between. We've been hugely grateful to John and to the singers of the Fieri Consort who have been our vocal support this week. And what I thought we'd do is we'll get warmed up, we will sing our concert, then I will say thank you to all those lovely people who have supported us, and I'm going to run through the names of the Fieri singers and just thank the people behind the scenes who've worked so hard, and then we will sing and enjoy your performance of For the Beauty of the Earth, and then we will have a cup of tea and a slice of cake to celebrate our work this week. If you missed this morning's session, it is worth just watching along, and particularly the preview of week 2. That's going to be really, really exciting. Can't wait to see you all there. But this is all about Rutter's music today. And so what we'll do, we will briefly get warmed up for those of you who are joining us and weren't with us this morning because of the time difference and because it's now the middle of the night or first thing in the morning. So if I could invite everybody, please, to make sure that you are ready for performance, or at least you're ready to warm up for performance, that you have your drink of water handy. Where I am here in the UK, it is very, very hot still, so you need to stay hydrated. Could I invite everybody, please, to stand up to warm up for our performance? And if I could ask you to place your feet, your shoulders width apart, as always, make your knees nice and soft. Just swing your weight left and right until you feel your weight balanced between your feet. If you give yourself a straight back and a long neck, and everybody who is seated, not able to stand today, of course that's fine, but if you could also sit up straight so your back is straight and your neck is long. Everybody take a deep breath in, blow it out. Splendid. A nice deep breath in with a tall mouth and blow the air out. And one more, tall mouth, breathe in and blow. That's great. And we'll just tilt our head over to one side and to the other side, please, and to the middle and forwards and to the middle. And within those 3 movements, just let your head roll around a bit, just to loosen it up a little bit. And just to say, if anyone has come along and isn't singing in the choir, is just sitting waiting for the performance to start, just talk amongst yourselves for a moment just while the choir warms up and gets themselves ready. And we'll just roll our shoulders around a little bit, everybody, and then we'll roll them back the other way. Bring them up to your ears, take a deep breath, and breathe out and let your shoulders fall. Great stuff. We'll just do a few broken chords, and so we'll sing ooh, everybody. Ooh, my turn. E with me. E, my turn. Oh, with me. Oh, my turn. Your turn. Now everybody with me, and still still and now we'll sing yeah, 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 and yeah, 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 one more, yeah, 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 one more. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, now, basses and altos, drop down the octave and we'll have ya, ya, ya. And ya, 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 ya. And ya, 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 ya. One more. Ya, 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 ya. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. And so in a moment we will start our performance. Can you please make sure that you have a drink of water handy? We will pause in between each piece to just rehydrate ourselves. I'll need to change the track for each piece. The only one that doesn't have an accompaniment is, of course, the choral Amen. And so I will give you a note and then I'll start the track. Otherwise, everything else has a piano accompaniment. Just make sure you look after your voices throughout the session, everybody, and enjoy. So we will begin our concert tonight, and I'm just going to address those of us who haven't been singing this week. I know we have a few people joining us in the audience. So for those of you who are just joining us this afternoon, you're very welcome. We are the Self-Isolation Choir. We are a group of singers from all over the world who are united in a love of singing. And during this time where we aren't able to meet together and sing together, we have formed a unique group of thousands of singers around the world who sing together and who enjoy music making. My name is Ben. It's my huge pleasure to conduct this group. This afternoon's programme is 7 pieces by the great British composer John Rutter. We've been immensely grateful to John for his support on this project. We're going to begin with 2 pieces, All Things Bright and Beautiful and For the Beauty of the Earth. And these 2 pieces were both written at around the same time in the 1980s. They both epitomise John's gift for combining traditional, beautiful British choral tradition with popular elements and beautiful singable melodies. So we will commence with the wonderful All Things Bright and Beautiful. Our choir for this afternoon is the internationally renowned and wonderful Fieri Consort. Our pianist is Anna England. So please, everybody, welcome the Self-Isolation Choir as we perform All Things Bright and Beautiful. Here we go.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each
Thank you very much indeed, everybody. And our second piece, as I've already said, is For the Beauty of the Earth, composed at around the same time. And a little personal note here, this was always my favourite of John's pieces as I was growing up. And to be performing it here with all of you today is a real honour. So thank you everybody for being part of this. Let's sing For the Beauty of the Earth.
For the beauty of the earth, for the beauty of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies, over and around us lies, Lord of all, to thee we raise this our joyful hymn of praise. For the beauty of each hour, of the day and of the night, hill and vale and tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light,
Sun and moon and stars of light,
Lord of all, to thee we raise this our joyful hymn of praise.
for the joy of human
For
love.
the joy of love,
Brother, sister, parent, child,
brother, sister, parent, child, friends on earth and friends above,
for gentle thoughts and
for gentle
thoughts
thoughts and mild, Lord of all, to thee we raise
this our joyful hymn.
a joyful hymn of praise. For each perfect gift of thine, to our race so freely given,
Praises you,
praises human and
as of
divine.
earth and parts of heaven, as of earth and parts of heaven.
Lord of all, to thee we raise this our joyful hymn of praise. This our joyful hymn of praise.
Thank you, everybody. Bravo. Absolutely glorious. Thank you. So, our third piece in our programme is a real contrast to the first two. This is a Clare benediction, which John has said in his wonderful introductions that he recorded for the choir. This was written really as an outpouring of love and affection for his alma mater, for Clare College, Cambridge. And a lot of the time a composer will compose a piece because he's been asked to or paid to. This is one of those times where John felt so moved by his wonderful memories and affection for Clare that he wrote the piece for them. And so we're going to sing this for all of you. And to the members of the choir, remember, keep this lovely and smooth. Enjoy every moment of a Clare benediction. Here we go.
May the Lord show his mercy upon you. May the light of his presence be your guide.
May he guard you and uphold you. May his spirit be ever by your side.
When you sleep, may his angels watch over you. When you wake, may he fill you with his grace.
May you love him and serve him all your days.
Then in heaven may you see his face.
May the Lord show his mercy upon you. May the light of his presence be your guide. May he guard you and uphold you. May his spirit be ever by your side. When you sleep, may his angels watch over you. When you wake, may he fill you with his grace. May you love him and serve him all your days.
And in heaven may you see his face.
And in heaven may you see his face. May you see his face.
Thank you so much, everybody. Beautifully sung, a beautiful piece. I'm so pleased to be able to share these beautiful recordings with you. Wonderful. So, can I just invite the singers, please, to have a sip of drink and rehydrate yourselves? Wonderful. So, we will continue with the fourth piece in our selection, and this is the beautiful A Gaelic Blessing, which takes words by William Sharp, and John has written a wonderful, really evocative, warm and gentle piece here. In his introduction to this work, he said he wanted it to have the feel of a sing around the campfire, and we've been working on creating that magical feeling for all of you out there. So do please enjoy and sing along with us with the wonderful A Gaelic Blessing, and we'll give it over now to Anna and the Fieri Consort. Here we go, everybody, A Gaelic Blessing.
Peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing land to you. Deep peace of the quiet heart
Thank you again, everybody. Particular thanks there to our amazing musicians. That is a truly amazing achievement. And I just want to point out at this point, ladies and gentlemen, that every single note that you are hearing has been recorded in isolation. Every singer who's singing along is in isolation, and yet we are able to enjoy this wonderful music. And I'm just blown away by how wonderful it all sounds. So we're going to return briefly to the same style that we began with our fifth piece, which is Look at the World. And this was a piece commissioned again by David Dimbleby, who was involved with the Council for the Protection of Rural England. And John's introduction to this piece was particularly lovely. He asked the choir to channel two particular moods here. The first, we all loved this, was to channel Julie Andrews on the mountaintop with this idea of look at the world, everything all around us. And then when we sing the refrain, the praise to thee, O Lord, we are to sing that in a more restrained hymn chorale sort of style. And the choir have worked really hard to capture all of that. So I'm really looking forward to everybody singing along with this one. And so we present the wonderful Look at the World. Here we go. Here we go.
Look at the world, everything all around us. Look at the world and marvel every day. Look at the world, so many joys and wonders, so many miracles along the way.
Praise to thee, O Lord, for all creation. Give us thankful hearts that we may see all the gifts we share and every blessing. All things come of thee.
Look at the earth, bringing forth fruit and flower. Look at the sky, the sunshine and the rain.
Look at the hills, look at the trees and mountains.
Valley and flowing river, field and plain.
Praise to thee, O Lord, for all creation. Give us thankful hearts that we may see all the gifts we share and every blessing. All things come of thee. Think of the spring, think of the warmth of summer, bringing the harvest before the winter's cold. Everything grows, everything has a season, till it is gathered to the Father's fold. Praise to thee, O Lord, for all creation. Give us thankful hearts that we may see all the gifts we share and every blessing. All things come of thee. Every good gift, all that we we need and cherish comes from the Lord in token of his love. We are his hands, stewards of all his bounty.
His is the earth and his the heavens above.
Praise to thee, O Lord, for all creation. Give us thankful hearts that we may see all the gifts we share and every blessing. All things come of thee. All things come of thee.
Thank you so much, everybody. Again, thank you so much to everyone in the Fieri Consort and Anna. I've just seen in the comments over here, David, who's the baritone from Fieri, is watching. Hi, David. Thank you so much for everything you've done, and to all of your colleagues. And be prepared to be mobbed by everybody in the comments. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move now to a quieter and more intense brief piece. This is one of John's 3 choral amens, and when we were putting the programme for the summer school together, my dear friend Mark, who is the founder of the choir and the reason that we're all here and united in this lovely music, insisted that this was one of the pieces that we had to include. And he's absolutely right. It is a beautiful piece. It's very short. It's less than a minute long. It's only 18 bars, but it is a sublime piece of polyphony, beautifully written, and it's been a challenge for everybody in the choir, and that's always something you want in a summer school. You want at least one piece that everyone is going to find they have to work on and take away and really spend time with. So we're going to sing this through. It's in 8 parts. I'm going to give the note for the sopranos and the tenors, and then we're going to hand the reins to the Fieri Consort, and we're going to sing Amen for you. It's not the end. It's not quite the end. We have one more piece after this. But everybody, please enjoy the wonderful choral Amen. Ready, tenors and sopranos, and... Thank you, everybody. And so we come to the last piece in the main block of performances today. We do have one very special piece, which we will say for a few minutes' time. But the Lord bless you and keep you is how I want to hand over today's performance. I personally want to dedicate this performance to every one of you watching, every one of you in this amazing organisation, the singers, the musicians who have given their time, to Mark Cease, who's built the website, to Mark Strawn, who's the founder of the choir. I want to dedicate this to all of you the last few weeks and months, because this project, of course, just emerged straight from Messiah at Home. And so the next 3 weeks are going to be a little bit quieter, perhaps, than we've been used to recently. And I just think there's no better way to wish you all well than to sing The Lord Bless You and Keep You. John dedicated it to his music teacher. I would like to dedicate today's performance to all of you. So we'll sing this. I have a few thank yous to make, as I'm sure all of you do in our comment section. and then we'll listen to a very special performance. But let's sing together, "The Lord bless you and keep you." And you can dedicate this to whoever you like. I suspect a few of you will join me in wishing everybody the best. So here we are. The Lord bless you and keep you.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you, to shine upon you, and be gracious unto you.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you, to shine upon you, and be gracious unto you.
The Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you.
The Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you.
And give you peace.
And give you peace. And give you peace. And give you peace.
Rapturous applause, ladies and gentlemen. Many, many congratulations. Thank you so much for all your hard work this week. It's been a huge pleasure learning all this music, or teaching all this music to you. At times it's been a little on the warm side, but you've made it a real joy. So I have a few thanks to make before the... Do I hear encore? Do I hear encore? I think I do. So we have one more special, very special treat for all of you, but I just need to find... I made some notes. There we are. This is where the conductor digs around in his pocket and pulls out sweets and tissues to try and find the scrap of paper that he'd written the names that he had to thank on. So if you just bear with me for a few moments, ladies and gents, it won't turn into the Oscars, I promise, but I would just like to thank some key people. And the first and perhaps the most important person to thank for this week is John Rutter himself. I'm not sure if you're watching at the moment, John, or if you're going to see this later on, but from all of us, from the 1,500 members of this choir or the summer school, we have over 1,000 people watching live right now, and all of us are united in our appreciation and thanks to you for writing these wonderful pieces, for writing many, many more over the decades, and we're just hugely grateful for your support and your encouragement. Speaking personally, I've been a huge admirer of John's for years, and to have a video of John saying that I'm inspirational, well, that's just made my millennium. So thank you, John, for your support. We all love your music. If you are on Twitter, John is on Twitter. You can send him a message to thank him for his wonderful work. So thank you to John. I would like to extend a huge thanks, as I have already done many times, but never more so importantly than now, to the Fieri Consort, an immensely talented group of musicians, professional, incredibly well prepared. They sing beautifully, and remember, every single note was recorded in isolation. It'd be hard enough to get this together in the time that we had if we were working in the studio, let alone all of these wonderful musicians. They turned it round in a weekend, and I can't thank you enough. So I would like to thank, I'm going to have to read your names from here, but huge thanks to Hannah, who is the soprano and also the manager of the group. You're doing a wonderful job, Hannah. I'd also like to thank Lucy, Nancy, Helen, Tom, Josh, David and Ben. So the singers of the Fieri Consort, can we please give them a round of applause in the comments? If you're watching at home, would you please join me in a round of applause for the Fieri Consort? Now, if you are a fan of classical music, I would urge you to go and enjoy as much of their performing as you can. You can find their recordings available on Amazon. You can buy them on CD. You can stream them on Spotify. You can also find them on Twitter and on Facebook, so go and say thank you to them. I'm sure they would love to hear from you. And thanks again to David for popping up in the comments. That was absolutely wonderful to see. So we really do appreciate all of your help and your support. I would like to say a huge thanks on behalf of everybody here to Anna for her wonderful playing. Now, Anna is, I'm incredibly lucky to be married to Anna. She is a wonderful, wonderful lady. She has looked after the children and made sure that we can enjoy these broadcasts together. But she is also an incredible pianist. She put in weeks of work to prepare these accompaniments so beautifully. John actually wrote a lovely email complimenting her on her playing. But I'm sure you'd like to join me in thanking Anna for her fabulous piano playing. I have a few more quick thank yous. So I'd like to thank Mark Cease, who is the web developer for Self-Isolation Choir. He built the website and designed the logo and has done a huge amount of work behind the scenes to support us. So thank you to Mark. Huge thanks to James at Wise Buddha, who is the sound engineer who mixed and edited all of that and has edited the performance which we're about to enjoy, your performance of For the Beauty of the Earth. And he's also the sound engineer behind Messiah at Home. And we're hugely grateful to him. He was due to have a week off this week, and he has been working on our behalf and on your behalf. So to James, thank you very much from all of us. I have one more thank you, and that's to dear Mark Strawn, who is the founder of this choir, who is a huge friend. We still haven't met. We're hoping to meet face to face at a distance in the next couple of weeks. But dear Mark, thank you for everything you've done, and we wouldn't be here without you. So huge thanks to you. And of course, to everyone out there, to all of you in the Self-Isolation Choir, we would not be who we are without you. You make it what it is, and we are inspired by your love and by your support. So thank you, all of you. Thank you for your lovely messages and your appreciation of me. I'm delighted to accept your applause. Thank you very much. So I think that was it, wasn't it? That was there was one more thing. You're quite right. There is one more thing. Something very, very special indeed that I have been really desperate to share with you. We put together a special performance with your help. We decided right the way back in April, May time that we wanted the summer school week to finish with something very special and to ask you to contribute again. So I recorded a special teaching video with my hair sticking up all over the place of us singing For the Beauty of the Earth, and we asked you to record yourselves singing along with that, send it in to us, and you responded beautifully, and we had well, a lot of submissions. We have mixed them all together, and we would like to present for you the Self-Isolation Choir's performance of For the Beauty of the Earth. And Mark and I were discussing this. This is a song that means a lot to us personally. I've sung this countless times. I've conducted it as many times. I've been lucky enough to conduct it at weddings. I've conducted it and sung it at funerals. I know that for many of us it means a huge amount. So let's dedicate this performance to everybody for whom it's ever been sung. Whether it was at their wedding, whether it was at their funeral, whether it was at their baptism, whether it was at a school graduation, whether it was at part of a major concert, whether it was just for a handful of people in the congregation. This is by you, and this is for you. So do please enjoy, sing along if you'd like, listen, enjoy however you like the Self-Isolation Choir's performance of For the Beauty of the Earth. Thanks everyone.
For the beauty of the earth, for the beauty of the skies, for the love which from above over and around us lies, over and around us lies, Lord of all to thee is this a joyful hymn of praise. For the beauty of each hour, of the day and of the night, here and there, tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light,
Sun and moon and stars of light,
Lord of all to thee raise. This a joyful hymn of praise.
for the joy of human love.
The joy of love,
Brother, sister, parent, child,
brother, sister, parent, child, friends of love, and friends of all.
gentle thoughts and wise, gentle thoughts and this a joyful hymn.
A joyful hymn of praise. For each perfect gift of thine, to our race so freely given, graces you and gifts from
Thousand earthen pots of heaven, thousand earthen pots of heaven,
Lord of all to thee raise. This a joyful hymn of praise. This a joyful hymn of praise.
What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? There you are. Congratulations. An absolutely stupendous performance. Every single note, every single voice recorded in isolation, and yet when we sing together, you sound as good as any choir I've ever conducted, in some cases much better. You did a fantastic job with that. I hope you enjoyed hearing it. Of course, you now have a recording to sing along with any time you like. I can see from the comments now streaming up. I think you liked it. Well, again, huge thanks to James for mixing it. Huge thanks to Anna for playing. And all of you. Well, there was a comment that I just saw as we were singing, and I loved it, as it said, "Oh, it sounds like a real choir." And that's exactly what we are. We might not be able to be in the same room at the moment, but that's the sound you make. Many, many congratulations to my dear friends of the Self-Isolation Choir. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. I'm really proud of you. So, I am delighted and slightly sad to bring our first week of the summer school officially to a close with our performance of For the Beauty of the Earth. We will be live for another 15-20 minutes or so, and we will be enjoying some tea and cake, and I'll have a chat to you on the comments. But for those of you in the audience, that's it for now. We will be back in a few weeks' time with an immense programme of anthems. So we're going to sing Handel's wonderful Zadok the Priest, Grieg's Ave Maris Stella, which is a sublime piece, Stanford's The Bluebird, which is a cappella and gorgeous. We're going to be singing Parry's I Was Glad. That'll be the big finish for that performance. And our jewel, really, of that week, the thing we're looking forward to, I think, the most, possibly, almost certainly, is the wonderful Quanta Qualia, which is going to be taught and conducted by the composer, Patrick Hawes. An incredible piece. We listened to it this morning, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house. It was an amazing experience. And then, of course, in August, we're going to be performing, or learning and performing, over a week, Vivaldi's Gloria, and the Fieri Consort will be the voices for that entire week. So they're going to be, as with this week, we will be learning along with them. You'll have individual tracks to sing along with. You'll have barbershop versions, as that's what we've called it. And they will also sing the solos for us. So an incredible 2 weeks still to come. But I really hope you've enjoyed this week. It's been a real pleasure, real privilege to lead you through this music, and the results, well, they speak for themselves, everybody. So I'm going to raise my my cup of tea here. Actually, technically it's coffee, and I will drink a toast to all of you. Many congratulations, many thanks for your wonderful singing this week, and cheers, everybody. Well done. Oh, fabulous. Well, I think that went very well, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus has just texted me, big capital letters, again. Do you want to hear it again, folks? Encore, encore. Second encore. Well, who am I? Who am I to stand in the way? So, if you want it again, let's have it again. Enjoy. Oh, hang on. Gotta get that. Here we go. Self-Isolation Choir, second encore.
For the beauty of the earth, for the beauty of the skies, for the love which from above over and around us lies, over and around us lies, Lord of all to thee is this a joyful hymn of praise. For the beauty of each hour, of the day and of the night, here and there, tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light,
Sun and moon and stars of light,
Lord of all to thee praise. This a joyful hymn of praise.
for the joy of human love.
The joy of love,
Brother, sister, parent, child,
brother, sister, parent, child, friends on earth and
Goodness me. Even better the second time. I tell you what, everybody. I'm going to ring Mark. So I think he's going to want to speak to you. Don't know if you can hear that.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Mark. You're on with the choir.
Oh, am I?
You are.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's Mark here. I would just like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for a wonderful performance. We really did sound like a choir. It was just incredible. I'm so grateful to you, to everybody, for what has been an extraordinarily emotional week of singing. But as I'm on with you, I think on behalf of all of you, of all of the 1,200 members of the summer school, I'd like to thank Ben for his incredible musicality, his incredible teaching, and the way he puts us as if we're in the room with you, Ben. You are amazing. We love you to bits. Thank you so much for all the time and effort you put in to making this week of exceptional value and wonderfulness for all of us. So we are most grateful, Ben. And I'm so thankful to all of you for coming along in this hot weather and singing with us. We really do feel like a family. And thank you to John for the most incredible music, John. You have made us cry, you've made us laugh, and we've all had tremendous fun. So well done, everybody. Have a lovely evening. And I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks' time with some even more wonderful music. In the meantime, stay safe and take care.
Thank you so much, Mark. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Oh, that was very kind of you, Mark. Thank you so much for those kind words. And thank you, everybody, for your wonderful comments. I'm so glad you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. I have to say, I conducted the first time. And the second time, as you saw, I just listened. And I'm a mess of tingles. It was incredible. So you have that. You can listen to that performance. This recording is going to stay up, as is all the teaching. Your scores, the ones you've purchased, they are yours to keep. So this week will be preserved forever. You can come back and enjoy this whenever you like. I hope wherever you are, that you have a nice day ahead of you, or if it's late in the day, that you have a lovely evening and a good weekend. We will be in touch in the coming days and weeks with more information about how you can get involved in week 2. We are planning. We're going to put together another performance along those lines, one of the pieces from week 2. We won't tell you which one yet, because we're still in the process of creating it, but fingers crossed we'll be hearing from you again very soon. Do enjoy your cake and tea. I'm going to enjoy my little piece of lemon cake here that my lovely daughter made for me. And I'd like to thank all of you one more time for being part of this. This is a very, very special thing that we have here, ladies and gents. And so do tell everyone about it. We have a program of music coming up over the coming months, which would make any choir proud. So obviously we have Parry and Zadok, we have Vivaldi in August, we have Mendelssohn's incredible Elijah in the autumn. And I do hope as many of you as possible will come along and join us for that. It'll be another grand work along the lines of Messiah at Home, where we will be rehearsing every day for several weeks or a number of weeks to learn that entire work and perform that together in early November. And then we have a program of music for Christmas for you. I can't tell you because it would spoil the surprise, but my goodness, it'll be a Christmas to remember here with Self-Isolation Choir. So everybody, thank you again. I'm going to sign off now and go and spend some time with my family. I will pass on your thanks to Anna, as I'm sure you would like to thank her for that. I'll show her all of your lovely comments, and I know she'll be delighted. But all of you, well done again. Thank you for being part of this. As I said, you make it what it is, so it's a huge pleasure to conduct you. Everybody, take care, be well, and we will see you very soon. All the best, folks. Bye-bye.